Deb here from Happy Sewing. Welcome to any new subscribers. I know that I've got a few and you're most welcome. Also welcome back to people who have been my subscribers and who have followed me. I really appreciate your loyalty, let's put it that way, as I grow through this journey of learning how to make videos, learn to be better at sewing as well. Okay, so I've come down now off this great module sew along after even my last video. You'll see, in fact, I think I looked and the last 3 videos are sort of clothes that were to do with that great module sew along. And I think I probably just needed to sort of do something without too much commitment over the last week or two. So what I've been doing is I happen to be clearing out my bedroom, and I've got a little cupboard where I keep my bits and pieces of jersey, like jersey scraps. One of the problems I have in New Zealand is I notice are for jersey, and they ask for jersey to have like 2-way stretch, so it's very stretchy both ways round. But if you follow me, you know that I'm a frugal queen, me, and I buy most of my fabric in charity shops. And I find that you can't seem to buy fabrics with that 2-way stretch very often here. Just about every bit of jersey that I've bought has got one ways, you know, it stretches across ways but not downwards. And funnily enough, I went to a local fabric store here, Spotlight, and I noticed that a lot of the jerseys there were like it too. So maybe that kind of 2-way stretch is not so prevalent here for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, one thing to note, see these here, this dress that I've got on here, if I stand up, you see it's a dress. I've got shorts on underneath, so excuse me. Just drop my thing. This dress was a cashmerette Concord t-shirt that was going to be a tunic. Here it is. I decided I'd make the tunic length, but with a straight bottom, not with the rounded hem. But because this fabric has got such a lot of 2-way stretch, it's very stretchy, and I guess it's the kind of 2-way stretch that a lot of patterns call for. But what I noticed is the weight of it pulled it down from a tunic into a dress. And actually, if you look, it's got a pretty low neck as well, and it wasn't meant to have this lower neck. But actually it's summer now and I'm at home, and you know, it's fine for that. So this fabric, I managed to get a little roll. So this roll, I can't say I'm that struck on the colour, but it's been kind of useful way to get used to this stretchy fabric, which, as I say, is not so prevalent here. But I've now made a few things out of it. So I made this say tunic that turned into a dress. I made these, which are the Mama Cora culottes. I can't find the pattern for them. If I can find it, I'll pop it up for you. They were made really to go under dresses and to be worn as shorts in the garden. They're not, I actually originally made them a bit longer, but they didn't look good on me. Not good at all. Real kind of accentuated my tummy. So, but those are all right because I wear them more like undergarments. And but so I had a bit, I didn't have a lot of it left, but I had a few pieces left, and I thought, well, what can I do with those pieces? And last week a few people had put up that they were, I think Love Notions had this for $5 last week, the La Belladonna top. And I looked at it, and even though I'm sort of a bit cagey about endlessly buying patterns, because I have got a lot of patterns already, I thought actually that's possibly, it's such a simple shape, it probably is quite useful. So, you know, $5, well, it's not $5 in New Zealand, it's about $8 or $9 to our currency. So I bought it, and because I had that, I got interested in what I could do with it. And I also had this other jersey, if I just show you. Now this jersey is quite different. It just has crosswaist stretch. It's very stable and no lengthwaist stretch. And I originally made a top out of it, which I'll put over here for you. Now this, so I had a good bit of this left over, possibly, I don't know, half a metre, and I had about a metre left of this. But so what I did was I made this La Belladonna top by putting them together with a hood in the blue. And because I didn't have enough of this fabric the right way round, I actually cut it the other way round, so it's already grown a bit longer. I don't know how well it's going to wear, but it was fun to make. I'll show you it in the up here. It's been I actually like it a lot. I think it's fun. It's a fun garment. Of course, it's not really the season. It's kind of hot at the moment, so I won't be wearing it now, but I hope that I will get some wear out of it. It'll be a great little garment for wearing at home and you know, going walking and so forth. So yeah, that was a good one with La Belladonna top. And then the other one that I made, that was also a stash bust, I had this piece of knit fabric which I'd also bought in a charity shop just for maybe $3 or something, and I'm not that struck on this colour either, and I wasn't really sure what to do it. So I made a La Belladonna top out of that as well. And although when I came to try and, I just actually serged and ironed them up with tape, you know, the iron-on tape, and I tried to twin needle them, but it just would not feed through my sewing machine, so I've just left it at that for now. It doesn't actually, you can't notice, it's fine. What I think I will do with that one though is I reckon that would be a lovely overtop over a jumper that has like a cowl neck or something, so that it's like a layer piece, a bit like the same idea of this but with a separate jumper underneath. We'll see. Anyway, hey, it was fun to make. It was dead easy. It is a really lovely easy make. It used up that piece of fabric that I didn't think I was going to use. I nearly gave it back to the charity shop, but it's fine. So yeah, so it's been fun working with La Belladonna. And then had another look through. As I say, a lot of even the scraps I've got, a lot of them are really the wrong, they're not doubly stretchy, they're just really stretchy one way. You might recognise this. I made, oh, what was it called? Marsha wrap dress out of this fabric. Now, if you look at these have been kind of pieced together, and what these are shorts, and just basically using up the jersey fabric. Little shorts. I always wear little shorts underneath summer dresses when I'm not wearing tights, because my legs rub together at the top, and if the weather's hot and they sweat and they rub, I just hate that feeling. I just hate it. So I always wear something under my dress, like a little pair of shorts, and sometimes I've just got ordinary shorts on like I have today. Look, shorts under my dress. Shorts just make things so much more comfortable. But yeah, so I had actually cut these out a while ago, but I made a mess of the band, so I found some other stretch fabric and made it. And hey, now this is where, don't look too closely at this because this is really slap happy, but hey, it's shorts to go underneath the dress. But the funniest, most amusing, the most joyous make that I have made for a long time, let me just show you what they are. And these are made from scraps, and as I say, that's got stretched this way, but not so much this way. That's a little, I think that was a cashmere Concord I made out of that, or maybe it was a Pembroke. And this is just some scrap fabric that I had. So, but what fun. Now, hey, they're not made that well, and I don't know how well they'll stand up to wear, but they were, every time I look at them, they just make me smile. They make me really smile. What they are actually is the Rad Patterns panel undies. And I liked these undies, A, because they've got 3 rises, and I am a real big Knickers girl, me. You know, I don't know if you ever saw Bridget Jones, but there's a scene there where Hugh Grant, he's getting fresh with her, and he pulls up her dress, and he goes, "Oh, mummy." And I thought, I so relate to that, because I have always worn big knickers. I think because I've got a tummy, it's never been comfortable to wear low-rise knickers, because they'd end up rolling down underneath my tummy. But yeah, so I've made 3 pairs of these out of fabric scraps. Look at this one. This is really bizarre. And they fit beautifully, actually. They fit just fine. I think I made size... what size did I make? XL, I think. And that was fine. They were good enough. And really, as I say, they've got sufficient stretch widthways, but probably not lengthways. But they still came up to my waist. They fit beautifully, actually. So yeah, just such a fun make to make fun knickers like that. And it made me think, it's such a pity that I'm not single and in my dating life, because you could make some really wacky underwear, couldn't you? Actually, I don't know what any man would think if you got to the bedroom stage with them and they saw your homemade knickers like that. Well, they'd really know who I am then, wouldn't they? Basically, Miss Frugal, secondhand, thrifty, sewist. Yeah, that's who I am. Anyway, very amusing make, that one. I thoroughly recommend them. Okay, so that's me undies. So apart from that, I have actually bought some fabric I had a bit of a haul last week, actually. I went out, of course I'm working full time. I haven't got time to go trawling the charity shops like I used to, but I did go out last Saturday and actually dragged my husband with me, and he bought some clothes for work, which is good because he's a builder, so he runs through clothes like you would not believe. And I managed to get some fabric, but I've put it away, and B, to be honest, I don't find fabric hauls that interesting. If I can't actually look and feel the fabric, unless it's something really special, I don't generally watch videos of fabric hauls. What do you think? Do you find fabric hauls interesting? Because if you do, I'd put them on, but because, you know, my fabric hauls are really really random. They're whatever I can pick up. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think fabric hauls are worth watching or not? Should I put some up or not? Anyway, so my local Spotlight did have quite a rare sale on patterns, and even though I have told myself that I am not to go buying any patterns unless it's something that I don't, you know, it really has to be something that I can either learn a lot from or I don't already own. Well, Spotlight had a sale, and I must say that I did succumb. Now, the reason I succumbed is because I really would like to replace some of my cardigans, and I really prefer, rather than a cardigan for work, I would prefer like a soft jacket, somewhere between a cardigan and a jacket. But one of the problems is I love jackets and I love how they look on me, but they never ever fit me. They're always way too big in the shoulders. I can't do them up across my bust, and I may or may not be able to get them done up across my tummy. But generally, usually the bust is too high on them, you know, because, you know, we've all got boobs that are right up here, of course. In fact, I tried on a couple in the charity shop today and they were nice, but they were the same thing, falling right off my shoulders. I nearly always, even ever since I was young, I've always taken the shoulder pads out of jackets, because I'm quite square shouldered anyway. I don't know if you can see that. Probably doesn't look like, because I'm sitting like that. Anyway, so I did get tempted when Spotlight had its pattern sale. It was 3 for $20. That's pretty rare here to get a pattern sale. And I bought this one, which is Simplicity. I hope you can see it. 8844. And the idea being, if I show you it's just a very, very simple jacket. And what I'm really going to work on is getting a jacket that fits me properly. And that probably will mean something like size 18 on the shoulders. It will mean a full bust adjustment in those princess seams, but I've got a tutorial on how to do that, I think from Rebecca Page. Is unlined, so I've never made anything lined before, and I don't feel ready to take the plunge into lined. So, but I'm quite happy to be thinking about making this jacket. And on the tone of jackets, I also bought this one because it was 3 for $20. You know, you got to buy 3. This one is Butterick B5928, and that's a nice waterfall front jacket, I notice, and also unlined. Oh no, it's lined. Well, I hope it's easy, because that might be my first foray into lining. But if you look at the line drawings, it's got a nice shape, and because I'm a little bit sort of chunky in the middle, I quite like something that gives me a shape and makes me look like I've got some kind of a waist. I've got a jacket like this that I'll see if I can get a photo of me in it. I like it very much. Don't like the fabric of it. It's a ready-to-wear jacket. So and I think this is a nice mix between cardigan and jacket. So there's that one. And the third one in my 3 for $20, I suppose they got a little bit infected with the whole idea of doing modules, and I bought this one, which is really a whole wardrobe. Butterick 6670. Now I really like this sort of long, it could be a dress or it can be a like long jacket. I suppose it's the jacket idea more. And I really like this skirt. Not that I hardly ever wear skirts, and I think maybe I should change that. I think I hardly wear skirts because I feel like they just sort of, you know, they just emphasize my tummy. But I think probably if they were cut right, they wouldn't emphasize my tummy so badly. So yeah, there's a good few there. There's trousers. The top there, look, it's got this kind of double-breasted top. Yeah, interesting. But that's all for now. No more patterns. Deb, you have enough patterns. Deb, you have enough patterns. No more patterns. I have been seduced into buying quite a few patterns via Ellie and Mac. They have, if you sign up to their newsletter, they have like a Wacky Wednesday, and a lot of the patterns are $1. And I must admit, even though I'm, you know, really tight, I'll cave in. I have to say though, a lot of these cheap patterns are for this jersey, two-way stretch jersey. I've pretty much always managed to make them out of the, you know, the jersey that I've got. That I've got a bit of it that's sort of secondhand, but yeah, I do own probably too many patterns for that whole jersey thing, and probably could do with some more wovens. Or I did, I also had a look yesterday, and I have downloaded loads of patterns off the Love Sewing magazine. There's no instructions with them, but I think I probably have patterns that are similar enough, or I can work out how to put them together. I wouldn't attempt anything difficult, but there's actually some really nice patterns there. Yeah, I'll definitely be thinking about making a few of them. So I'll put the link down below. You should look at Love Sewing magazine and you can download the patterns for free. But as I say, there's no instructions with them. but if you're an experienced sewer, you probably wouldn't follow the instructions anyway. Not sure about the sizing of them. Usually I find with me sort of being, depending on how the sizing is, I'm usually somewhere between 18 and 22. Because I'm a busty person, I'd always have to do a full bust adjustment anyway, so I find that sizing wise I can usually manage if it goes up to sort of size 20, and then I can, you know, grade out and full bust adjust the rest. So I hope these love sewing patterns are, because there's no pattern, there's no measurement chart with them, all line drawings, so you've got to kind of feel your way through. Yeah, anyway, so that's me. That's what I've been up to lately. Don't know what my next project is, and I'm quite enjoying not... Oh, forgot. I have bought the Huxley bag, and I'll put a picture of it up here. I caved in. I thought, no, I don't. That's a lot of money for a sewing pattern. I think even with 20% off via Tomcat Stitchery, but the bag is exactly what I'm looking for my Make 9. I wanted a backpack that converts into a shoulder bag. I often find that shoulder bags, the strap's not long enough for me because I'm 5'8" and quite a big person, so I like the bag to go down to my hips. I find that often doesn't happen. But when I looked at the Huxley, I thought, you know, it is just what I want, and it's got quite detailed instructions, so I guess you're paying not only for the pattern but for the instructions. It would be the first time I make something like this. I've never made anything with hardware or whatever, so I just caved in because it was 20% off with Tomcat Stitchery and just bought it. So I'm not going to rush over making that. That'll probably be a winter chore. So that's me for now. I think we're at the end of summer now. We've probably got about another month of warm weather, and then I will possibly start thinking about making some more trousers. It's quite difficult to make clothes for the season that you can't wear. You don't have that joy of wearing them straight away. So I think I'm going to be making more things in the winter. I have enjoyed this summer though, because I've made quite a few nice blouses, so, and I have got quite a few cottons in my stash, so I'm glad to have used some of those. Right, so that's me for now. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy my content. I hope to see you again soon, and yeah, in the meantime, happy sewing. Bye.